Welcome back to Trapani's Choice, episode 17. Your host, Nick Trapani. Today's September 10th. I know when you're going to watch this episode, it's not going to be September 10th. We're not going to be able to release it for a couple of days. But the reason why I'm mentioning the date is in Australia today, it's Are You OK Day. And you guys have been so good to us with all your support and, you know, the views, the liking, the comments, the interaction on our social media, that we wanted to reach out to you guys on this day, a significant day, and especially in this time, and check in with you guys to see if you're okay. And the big thing about this day is that, you know, it's a little reminder that we can do more than just asking, are you okay? There's other questions after that that we can ask. Because sometimes, and I know I'm guilty for it, when we can tell that a friend might be down or whatnot, we tend to ask them if they're okay. And if they just say yes, then we don't ask any further questions because we might be a little bit hesitant, even feel like we're pushing it with, you know, you don't want to push it. We don't want to upset them. But sometimes we need someone to push us a little bit to get out what's on our chest. Especially as men, we tend to not really talk about our feelings. You know, I hear that women talk a little bit more about their feelings a lot of the times. I don't want to stereotype anyone, but with men, we tend to hold it in and we don't talk about it. You know, there's a bit more of movement now with that. You know, there's a lot more support out there for guys. And guys talking, you know, I'm involved in groups online that are about supporting men supporting each other with these things. And people do reach out and get nothing but love back. So it's a good indication that, you know, if you don't know that this thing is out there and we can talk, that it's okay. Your friends aren't going to judge you. So reach out to someone that you might think that might be struggling. I'm in Victoria, Melbourne, in Australia. I know this goes around the world, but at the moment we're in a stage 4 lockdown, which means that we're not allowed to leave our house. We can leave it for an hour a day for exercise. We've got an 8 p.m. curfew. So it's tough. We're all doing it tough at the moment. So it's particularly a good time to reach out to other people you know that are in this situation and check in with them, please. Call your friends up. I thought maybe by telling a little bit about how I'm going might push you guys to then talk to one another and also talk to us. You know, by all means, go into my social media at Trapani's Choice and message me. You know, I'll try and get back to everyone to offer a little bit of support. So feel free to do that, guys. If you don't feel like you can talk to anyone else, shoot us a message and we'll get back to you. But, you know, I thought I was doing really well. We've been in lockdown for quite a long time now. And at the first stage of the lockdown, I was able to work. I was able to run my massage clinic. And all of a sudden, once we hit stage 4, we weren't considered essential services, which is kind of hard on a couple of levels because I can't provide that service to our clients who I know are suffering with pain. But it means that I'm also locked in a house 24 hours a day. I've got my 4-year-old son and my wife is working full time in the study. So I've got to keep him entertained all day while she's working so that he doesn't disturb her, which is a task in itself. And I love being able to spend this time with my son. Don't get me wrong. It's a blessing to spend these years with him. And I love every minute that I'm with him. But usually I get that time to myself. And at the moment, I'm not getting it. I don't feel like I'm getting that time. So I realized that I started eating the wrong foods and, you know, I started drinking a little bit too much. Not excessively, but you know, I started drinking more than I normally would because there's nothing else to do. And I started putting on a couple of kilos. And every day I kept telling myself, tomorrow I will change. Tomorrow I'll change my diet. Tomorrow I'll do, and it just never happened. So at the start of this week, I made a decision to start it. And I printed out an old program that I did maybe 8 years ago with one of my cousins. And I started following the diet to a T. And I suffer with issues with acid reflux and gut issues and bloating and whatnot. And it's something that, it affects your sleep, it affects everything. And your mood, like you feel sluggish because, your body's always trying to break down this food. So in the last, few days, I feel good diet-wise. I feel like, I'm getting on top of that. Instantly, I know the first day I started doing it, I noticed a difference, and I started lifting weights again. I'd bought all these weights when we started the lockdown and I hadn't used them. I'd used them a handful of times. I've used them more this week than I have the rest of the lockdown. So I'm making the most of that now, and every part of my body is sore at the moment. And for the first time, I feel like when I go to bed at night, I've achieved something. That maybe that soreness that we get from work. A lot of us don't have the flexibility to have the weights, but just use what you've got around you. Use chairs, use benches, use tables. There are videos you can go to on YouTube where you can search how to do a workout in a small apartment. These are designed for when you go away and you're in a small room or whatnot. You can use these. So I've found that this has really helped me. My mood has been down. I haven't reached out, and I'm guilty for not reaching out to my close friends and my network group, because I've been struggling a little bit, and I feel like now I'm in a place where I can, and I will start making those phone calls to those close to me and dearest to me and make sure that they're okay. And I urge that you guys do that. Now, if you are suffering with depression and anxiety, and it doesn't have to be because of this lockdown, it could just be anything, go to ruok.org.au and check out their website, because they do have a lot of links on there, and you might be able to find yourself the help that you need. We aren't able to do those little things in the day that usually help us. I like to go get my hair cut. I always feel good if I feel like, I'm not at my best. I go get a haircut and I leave and I just feel amazing. For the ladies out there, you can't go out and, have those things that you enjoy doing, your hair, your makeup, facials, whatever it may be that you like doing, even going out and shopping. I do believe we have a built-in system with us that comes back from the days when we were hunters and gatherers, that when you went out and got that kill for your food, it meant the whole village were eating. So there was this reward system where you get all these endorphins and feel good. And I think we've replaced that with, retail shopping and whatnot. Even though it's it doesn't replace that, but it is something to make you feel good for a short amount of time. And we're not able to do that at the moment. So check in with each other. Make sure you're okay. I also have a family with a history of mental illness. My brother suffers severely with mental illness. So I understand exactly what it's like to go through this day in, day out. And I just hope that with this day and bringing light to it, that it's touched someone and helped them to go out and get the help that they might need. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I know it's not a long one or anything like that. I really just wanted to reach out to you guys and let you know that we appreciate everything that you've done for us. Although I haven't been able to work, this podcast has been something that I've been able to do that brings me joy and a little bit of satisfaction, and knowing that you guys are watching it and enjoying it, and the feedback that we're getting is why we're doing it. So look, I can't stress enough. I'll put the link up here. Check out the website. and there might be some help for you, and reach out to your friends, guys. And if you can do those little things at home that you enjoy doing, it might be painting your nails, or even giving yourself a haircut, sprucing yourself up. I know I'm letting the beard grow. I've chosen to do that at the moment. I've never done it in my life, and I'm using this time to do it. So do something that you guys that will help you get through this lockdown. Hopefully we can get to the next stage soon. I know the rest of the world have got other issues going on, and you just might be in your day-to-day and just struggling. So reach out to someone, guys. I can't stress it enough. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel at Trapani's Choice, and also check out our Instagram page at Trapani's Choice for any unplugged material or anything that we've got going. We've got our shop that will be up and running soon, where you can buy all our gear. So make sure you guys check it out, and thanks for your support, guys, and I hope this has helped you in some way. This has been Trapani's Choice. Thanks again, guys.